Hello everyone, Shane Knutson here with Keller Williams, your trusted real estate consultant with over 25 years business experience in real estate consulting and corporate finance. If you need help with your real estate needs, please contact me. My contact information is below. It's at the end of the video. It's also in the description. Look forward to helping you with your real estate needs. And in today's video, I want to talk a little bit about a backup contract. Now, you may not have heard of this, or you may have, but a backup contract is a good option for you, especially in this day and time, where we're seeing multiple offers on a lot of properties, and with a lot of buyers in the market and not a lot of inventory. A backup contract is probably going to come into play. Now, what exactly is a backup contract? A backup contract is similar to a regular contract. You go in, you find a house, you make an offer, and you fill in the appropriate forms, whether it's the 1 to 4 family contract form, third-party financing, HOA, all the appropriate addendums that go into it are part of your offer when you submit an offer to purchase a home. And if your offer is selected and it's signed by the sellers and executed, then that becomes the contract or the primary contract for a home. Now, where does a backup contract come in? Well, sometimes the sellers will take offers as backups and put those in a backup position. And what it does is basically it's negotiated just like you would a regular contract or a regular offer. And once they sign it and accept it and execute it, it becomes a backup contract and it's just like a regular one with one exception. There's an extra addendum that's attached to the offer for the backup contract, and it's filled out with the date of the primary contract and the closing date of the primary contract. And it basically says in the backup addenda that if the primary contract does not close by a certain date, so usually within a week or so after the original closing date of the primary contract, if it for whatever reason that contract is canceled, the backup contract then becomes the primary contract, and you just move forward with it like it's a newly signed contract. This does a couple of things. For the seller, it really helps them out because they know now that not only do they have the one contract, but if anything happens to it, they already have another one in place. They're not going to have to go back on the market, go through showings, offers, all of that again. They have a backup in place, which is good for them. It kind of gives them a bit of a backstop on everything through the process. As a buyer, what it does, especially in these times of high demand and not a lot of inventory, by going in and putting yourself in a backup position, you kind of put yourself in the first position should anything happen to the existing contract. Maybe you lost out because of $1,000, or maybe they decided to pay for survey and your buyers and you decided you didn't want to pay for survey, and so you lost the contract that way. Well, at least now you know that if something should happen to that other one, whether their financing falls through, they're not able to get credit, for whatever reason, maybe the house doesn't appraise. There's over 30 reasons a contract can be canceled. But for whatever reason, if that contract falls through, you're now sitting in that backup position, and it's now your contract to negotiate through and hope. And if it's a home you really like, hopefully it's one that will actually close and you'll be able to get your new home. So there are some good advantages to a backup contract. As a buyer, the one disadvantage to it is that once you kind of put in that backup contract, you're kind of in a wait and see mode. You know, you can still get out and look and find out everything, but there's a good possibility that you could be in a contract any day. And so going out and writing another contract, it might not be you may not be able to do that in the current circumstance. Now you can always go in and do a termination, and that would allow you to do so. The other thing about the backup contract is it similar to a regular contract, there is earnest money and there is option money that needs to be put down, and it needs to be put down within 3 days of the execution of the backup contract. Now, those are things you can negotiate as far as the amounts, what they need to be, and if maybe it's only $100 of earnest money, or $25 or $50 in option money up front, and then an additional amount whenever it becomes the primary contract. So you're not out the full expense, and you're not sitting there wasting time in terms of getting any earnest money put down at the title company back, should the primary contract that you're in the backup position for actually close. Okay? So just a couple things to keep in mind if you're buying or selling around a backup contract. And as I said, as a seller, the backup contract puts you in a good position because it kind of backstops you in case something happens with the original contract you signed to purchase your home. As a buyer, it at least gets you in that next position should anything happen to the previous buyer, and if you especially like the home and want to buy it. And especially now with the low inventories we're seeing here in the DFW market, the backup contract may not be a bad place to be if you're looking to purchase a home or if you're looking to sell a home. Hope you liked the video. Hope it helps. If I can help answer any questions, please let me know. You can write your questions in the comments section or any other comments. I'd be glad to help answer those. Again, I'm Shane Knutson with Keller Williams. If you like the video, be sure to hit that like button. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. We do a market update every Monday. We also do a new video, usually on real estate like this one, every Thursday that comes out at noon. Plus, we do some additional videos here and there as we see fit. Thanks again, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope your week is doing great, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.